Okay, we have a MacBook Air and it's a no power. As usual, what we do for no powers, we take the bottom cover out before we connect power to it, because we don't want to do more harm to the machine than the state it already is. So when you are not sure of what condition the device is in, it's not ideal to connect power to it. So what we do first is to take the back cover out to get an idea, at least, especially to check to see if the device is liquid damaged. Okay, this is a 2013-2014. We can tell that because of the JTAG connector. So this has definitely been attempted before. We see the routing of the Wi-Fi cable. It's not properly done, and the screen cable, screen flex cable is also not properly connected. Okay, now let's connect our charger, because we don't see any sign of liquid or any reason to suggest that it's not safe to connect charger to it. So now let's see what we get. No communication on the charger. Let's try that again. We don't have communication on the charger, communication light on the charger. Let's see if we have PPDC in or PP3V42. That will give us an idea if maybe the DC jack is not connected. Okay, PP3V42, it's 3.2. Battery a little low. Okay, that's fine. Let's disconnect the battery and try it again. Still no communication. Let's see what we have in PP3V42. 3.2, and PP bus, what do we have? 8.2. So 8.2 is typically that the SMC is not running. It may also be a case of SMC reset. So let us take the board out to get an idea what this is about. So this has definitely been attempted before. I can see mismatch on the screws. For example, this screw here, it's supposed to be here. So because we don't have charger communication, and then also because our PP bus is 8.2, not 8.56, that tells us this screw here is supposed to be here. So that tells us that our SMC is in reset state. We are now going to find out why that is the case. So when your SMC is also in reset state, you will find that you will not have communication on your charger. Yes. Okay, board is out. Let's now put the shell on the side. Let's take a look at the other side of the board. Let's get an idea what's happening. So, okay. Okay, so this definitely will mean that the section of the SMC is where we want to worry about. So let's see what we have on SMC reset L. This is going to be 80-3437. We are hoping that SMC reset L will go low, and if not, we will have to. Okay, so that is going to be SMC reset L. That we can check that part here. I'm just gonna this part here. We're supposed to get 3.4 volt on that. Let us see what we get there. connect our charger. Let's just confirm that we still have PP3 before we have PP bus is still 8.2. Okay, that's still 8.2. Now let's see what we have on SMC reset L. We're supposed to get 3.4 volt. We can measure that here. That is 0 volt. We are having 0 volt on our SMC reset L. So yeah, our SMC reset L is low. So basically the SMC, so what that means is SMC reset L. So it means that when L will mean low, so it means when that signal is low, the SMC will be in reset state. So that's what it means. That is why we are having that's why our SMC is in reset state. So around the SMC, let's give it a slight let's give it a slight reflow just to remove the edge bonding. Okay, so around the SMC, the caps around the SMC are not looking okay. So I will show you guys now. So these caps are not looking good. So there's that they are not looking good. Now let's see what we have on those caps. I believe we have PP342 on those caps, and then we should also have the 1.2 volt. Okay, so 1.2 volt. So what I want to see now is let's see if our 1.2 volt is present. Let's see if we have 1.2 volt. Just to confirm that we have voltage on the line, let's check our current sensing line. 16. Okay, confirm again, 0 volt. Now let's see, do we have 1.2 volt? We can measure for 1.2 volt on this pad here, on this test pad here. So this, do we have 1.2? And we have 0.65, so we don't have our 1.2 volt. So that may be that because we have a short. Now let's see if we have a short on that line. See if I have a short on that line. And yes, we have a short on that line, and I am very sure that that short is going to come from these caps that we mentioned are not looking good. So the good thing is that is also on the PP3V42 line, which is the cap that also looks not so good. However, there's two caps here, C50 10 and C50 17. It's going to be most likely our issue. So let's remove those two caps. We're actually going to remove the entire three. We will remove, actually we'll just check out this three, and then check what happens afterwards. Okay, so those three caps are out. Now we can see if we still have a short on the line. And as you guys can see, our short is gone. So with our short gone, our SMC reset L should be high now. So as you guys know, it's common practice. I do not like to have the fan on, especially when I'm expecting to have a fine spin. So we're still going back to address that section, but first we want to see what we have now. Do we now have 8.56, or can I actually switch this to, okay, we'll leave it there. So initially we're having 8.2. Let's see, do we now have 8.5 or 6? Okay, as you guys can see, now we have 8.6. Now our SMC is no longer in reset mode. Now if we check that trackpad from before, the TP from before, we should now have 3.3 volt now, which means our SMC is high. And at this stage, we should also have a spinning fan. And this is because this is a 2013-2014, you get a spinning fan and it's going to stop, and get another one, and you're going to stop, and then you get a third one, and that's when it basically continues. So that is expected. And this is only 2013 and 2014. This is not should this shouldn't be expected on 2015, 2016, sorry, 2015, 2017, because there is no 2016 MacBook Air. So it's a 2015, 2017. And also this is not going to be expected on the 2011 or 2012. This is only 2013 and 2014. So what you want to do, we're still going to go back and address that section because we need to replace those caps. The machine will work 100% without those caps. However, we like to replace those caps. Let's see if we have By the way, that form of reset that it performs, that is only when you are connecting charger. So if the battery is connected, if you shut the machine down and then the battery was connected when the machine was shut down, when you power it back on, it's not gonna, it's just gonna start. So that is only a code. That is only performed during code boot, not warm boot. So, or if you restart the machine, for example, it's not gonna start, stop, start. No, no, no. It's just gonna start. But if the machine starts, from code from scratch when there is no battery connected, and then that you're expecting to have a start and stop, a start, kind of like a perform like kind of. So that should not be confused. Okay. We have anything on our screen? Okay, as you guys can see, we have Apple logo. That is good. So what we now want to do is we want to now put back those caps that we removed. Like I said, even without those caps there, the device is still going to work. However, I would like to put those caps back. Uh, okay, that's done. We're now going to clean that section of the board. And then we'll test the board one last time. Then this can now go to Peter and he's going to finalize it. If the Chinese guys don't have, I think the hardware store. Yeah, you get, yeah, yeah, they should have also. Okay, let's try the board again just to be sure that it's still working. Sometimes when you refloat the SMC, the SMC may move in a certain direction, and that will obviously affect the working conditions sometimes. So I usually, after I walk around the SMC, I just check to be sure that the SMC has not moved and we still have a working machine. Okay, let's see. Let's get a test screen just to be sure. Okay, that's it. Machine, our board is still working, and that's successful repair. This is gonna go to Peter. He's gonna finalize it, and yeah, then we have another happy client. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.